What exactly is democracy, and why does it matter so much to us? Let's dive into what democracy really means, part of our series. We will cover many more social, economical, cultural, and political subjects. So subscribe to the channel to know when we release new videos. Democracy is really about the people having the power to make choices. It's all about giving everyone a voice and making sure their opinions matter. Do you know where the word democracy comes from? It comes from the Greek word demos, which means people, and kratos, which means power or rule. So democracy literally means rule by the people. Yes, democracy began in ancient Greece over 2,500 years ago. In the city of Athens, citizens came together to vote, debate, and make decisions about their laws and leaders. It was the first time in history that ordinary people had a direct say in how they were governed. In a democracy, citizens vote to choose their leaders. People choose their leaders because that is what makes a democracy. The idea is that all people are equal and that we should all have a say in how we are governed. We can help shape the future of our countries. We can do this by voting and by working together on issues we care about. But it isn't just about voting. Democracy is about rights. It's about the right to speak your mind, the right to protest, the right to a fair trial, and the right to vote and stand in elections. Here's something else that is important about democracy. In a democracy, ordinary people like you and me, we can make the biggest difference. In a democracy, people don't have to agree on everything. And that's okay. What matters is that everyone can share their opinions freely, as long as they listen, respect each other, and back their views with good arguments. Now let's look at the opposite of democracy. In a monarchy, one person has all the power because they are the king or queen. They got that position by birthright, not by election. And in a dictatorship, a single leader or a small group has total control. People living under a dictatorship don't have the right to vote. They don't have the right to free speech, and they certainly don't have the right to protest. Their leaders take away their rights. They tell them what to think and what to say. They control the media, and they use force to keep people in line. So no matter where you live, you should be thankful if you live in a democracy, because democracy gives you choices. It gives you the freedom to make decisions about your own life. You can choose your leaders. You can share your thoughts, debate, and take action to make your community better. A democracy protects your freedom. It allows you to live without fear, and it gives you the opportunity to make positive changes for yourself and for others. Now, I know some people think that democracy doesn't work very well, and there are times when it's messy. And yes, it isn't perfect, but it's the best system we have for making sure that everyone's voice is heard. Every person has the right to fair justice. While many systems of government exist, democracy stands out as the most equitable, a way to ensure that power rests with the people themselves. When you hear people talking about democracy, they're talking about freedom. The freedom to make choices, the freedom to speak your mind, and the freedom to assemble peacefully with other people. They're also talking about power, the power to vote, the power to influence leaders, and the power to bring about change. Most of all, democracy is about your voice. It's about listening to your voice and respecting it. Democracy is about you and me and all of us working together to make our communities better. If you don't have the right to vote or to speak your mind, then you don't have the right to democracy. But if you do have these rights, then you have a chance to use your power and to make a difference. Democracy is powerful, but it also has a hidden danger. This is called the paradox of democracy. Democracy gives people freedom, even the freedom to vote away freedom. A dangerous leader can rise through free elections. They promise safety, pride, or strong leadership, but once in power, they remove rights. History shows this clearly. Many dictators were elected in a democracy. Then they destroyed it from inside. Some leaders weakened the courts. Others attacked the press. Some changed the rules so they can stay in power forever. All of this can happen legally inside a democracy. This is the paradox. Democracy gives power, even to those who want to end it. A dictator doesn't always start with guns. Sometimes they start with a microphone and a promise. People vote for them, hoping for change, but they lose their voice instead. So how can democracy protect itself? With strong laws and fair courts, with free education and free press, with citizens who think critically. Democracy must defend itself from hate, lies, and fear, because silence and ignorance can destroy freedom. A healthy democracy is always alert, always active, always questioning. That's how it survives. That's how it grows stronger. Democracy can be lost, even by vote. So let's protect it, with knowledge, with courage, with truth. So remember, your voice matters. Use your power. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching it, please subscribe to our channel.